Okay, now we just see an example of pyramid now. So again, this question says a square pyramid, base is 25 millimeter, altitude, that means the height 40 millimeter, rest on HP, base edges equally inclined to VP. Okay, it is cut by a plane perpendicular to VP, inclined to HP by 30 degree or inclined at 30 degree to HP. See, I am not writing the questions in proper sequence. That's not required because you have done many questions like this. Only thing is you have to know which key points we have to remember and solve a question. Meeting the axis, where is the axis we know, meeting the axis of the body at 21 millimeter, okay, above the HP. Draw the sectional top view and true shape of the section. Sectional top view, remember, and true shape of the section. So now, again I am coming to the previous, stressing the same points. Any question given, first we have to imagine, understand and properly draw the first front and top views. The true shape may be either in top or front. In this case, the true shape is in the top view. So the square pyramid, this I take is a square pyramid, okay? So it's like this pyramid, right? You can keep it the square properly like this. If you keep it like this, the top view will be a proper square. Regular, I can say. Now it is kept in this condition. Is it right? See the diagram? I kept in this condition. Why should I tilt this from this normal shape to this condition? It is to suit the question. Is it okay? Now rests on base edge. Why it is written? It is pyramid as rests on HP, base edges equally inclined to VP. This is what I made by tilting it. I made the base edges, this base edges equally inclined to VP. These all theories we have already done it and many problems we have solved. Okay. Now this is your setup of first top view. This is the true shape and your front view. Now what to do? You have to indicate this axis. The axis falls on here. Axis falls on here. This is the shape. The true shape will be, front view will be like this. This is the axis line. Actually it is inclined portion. It will be hidden in the axis also. Now what is the question here? You go for section plane. Now it is cut by a plane perpendicular to VP. You should hold a plane, maybe even a paper or notebook also. You think, right? That plane is perpendicular to VP. This is VP. You hold it perpendicular, not parallel like this. Perpendicular to VP and perpendicular to VP and inclined 30 degree to HP. How to make it inclined 30 degree to HP? I told you, any inclination to HP will be drawn on VP and vice versa. So you hold it perpendicular and make it inclined 30 degree. So this inclination you have to show in the body. So simply think, you have a 30 degree, a plane perpendicular to, you made it perpendicular to VP and make it inclined and you have cut this body. Very simple. So now you take it, what will happen? I just choose a question and just make a cut. It goes just like this. Okay? So just wherever it is cutting. No, it may not come outside, inside here also. It may go outside also. That you have to keep it 30 degree exactly and then cut it. It comes like this. Here it touches 3 points. 1, 2, 3 points. It's very simple. Now these 3 points you have to bring it down. Again the same. This point is here and this one down. You have to draw the sectional top view first. That means in the true shape of the top view, you should draw the sectional view inside this also. Hatch it. That means show with the cut section means it is an portion available, it is cut. So you are hatching it with the inclined lines. Okay, those rules you can follow. And how to make this your? If I told you already, when the inclined plane is making, I can draw this. This is your sectional plane SP. Okay. So this angle makes your, say, 30 degree. This is what inclined to VP means. It's phi. Phi is 30 degrees. This is the question given. Then inclined to what? I'm sorry, HP it is theta and 30 degree. Okay. And this one will be what? It is 1, 2, 3 points. All these points you are bringing down. You just mark the wherever the cut portion directly. It will be in the center, and third portion will be this. Okay, and now you simply join this points here. It will come like this. These points. Something like this from different direction. So this will be just the 4 points only. And what is the next step here? Now you make it a line parallel to simply this, parallel to your section plane. From the cutting edges you transfer all this line perpendicular to this, and from this XY line you mark suppose 1, 2, 3 etc. whatever the points from the true shape of the top view, and you mark it here. Just like this. So you will get a different distance. So you will get a proper shape. Maybe from here you would mark it. All this one will be get a 1, 2, 3. Something like this will get. It's not a proper shape. It will be an uneven shape. It is not a rectangle or triangle. Something with 4 sides. 1 or 2 dash or 3 dash or 4 dash. The idea is only this much. Then you hatch it. The inclined lines. So we are now, a plane is perpendicular to HP, perpendicular to VP, inclined to HP. The placement of the initial body, the top true shape and the projected shape is very important. Then you go for cutting plane. According to the given question, use the section plane, properly, and you draw that with the 30 degree from the base you draw from the XY line, and those cutting points you project it down. There you mark all the points and join that, make it a bit thick with your HB pencil and show the edges. Now you parallel to this your section plane, draw one more line as in the previous questions, then draw the perpendicular lines from this, project it everything along line, then from this base you measure all these points 1, 2, 3 etc. then draw this. See, I am not exactly drawing the shape. It will not be like this. If you truly according to the question you draw, it will be some shape but different it is. But only idea is this. So whichever point the cutting plane is touching in the body, that you have to bring it down. Down in the sense, project it down in the true shape wherever it touches, there you have to join it. Is this okay? So this is your idea. Right? Now we will see one more about a cylinder, one problem. So its given diameter is 40 millimeter, height is 50 millimeter given, so it's 40, and this height will be your 50. Okay, that's it. Rests on its base on HP, that's fine. It's cut by a plane perpendicular to VP. Remember, perpendicular to VP, plane is like this, and inclined at 50 degree to HP. How to again make inclination to this? Inclined 50 degree to HP. Any inclination to HP will be shown on VP only. I can just tilt it like this 50 degree. Okay, perpendicular to VP is this, and inclined is this. Either this way or that way, it is inclined. Okay, to HP. Cutting plane meets the axis at a distance of 15 millimeter from the top. That's it. So the length is given. This is your axis point. You can draw. Okay. So cutting plane is just anyway you can have direction from the top at a distance of 15 millimeter. 15 millimeter. The cutting plane meets the other plane. So keeping this, if you hold the cutting plane anywhere it touches edges like this. See, it goes like this. It will go like this. So you have 1, 2 and 3 faces. Now what you do? First point, say 1, second point 2, this 3. Marking can be done because it's a cylinder again, back side you have. So you 1, 2, 3 you write, again you write, you have, this is a corner. So you need not consider the back side is there. You have back side here, it's an edge, not required. Again here you have a back space, it's 4 and this will be a, say 5. Whatever the shape may be. And as usual, you have to divide this cylinder into different types of say 8 or 12 points, it's left to you. You can divide it. Normally we divide into 12 points, and in either pyramid or prisms we have confined edges. In cylinder we have only the side generators. Okay, that is the only difference. So wherever touches that points alone, you should mark it. And now, as I said, once the cutting plane, so this, what is the angle given? It should make a angle of 50 degree. 20 to HP, so it's theta. That's it. So this is your cutting plane, and then the removed portion will be this area. You can draw it anywhere. So I will say this portion is here, your removed portion. Removed portion. So every previous problems what we did, you can indicate it. It will be neat. Okay. You should write this removed portion, that edge, and the remaining will be remaining as it is. So main will be retaining as it is. So this point, you should bring it down. When you bring it down, it touches this point and this also somewhere here. And this is a center axis, so no problem. It will touch here. This corner. So this full area is your shaded portion. Is it not? Portion is. I again remind you, anything first you have to place it, the top view and base. And one more thing you have to remember, this actually the true shape of the section is the one which you are drawing either in top or left or bottom. The cut portion we are showing it. But in the top view, the true shape you are the sectional view you are indicating, it's called apparent section. Apparent section. Apparent section. The sectional view which you are indicating in the top view, actual top view, is called apparent section. This is a very important one. It suits for all the problems what we have solved previously. So this is it. Now how to show this? I can draw it either face. I can just bring it down. All the points. Okay, can pull it down, and you draw a parallel line here. So from this base, you take as such. Just mark some points here. That will come. How many points you will get? You get 1 point, 2 point, number of points here. This will be the last point. So many points are there. Okay. When you will probably get a shape like this. What is this? A shape like this. Again I am telling, I am not drawing a exact sketch here. Just it will be like this. Actual shape maybe like one of this, right? So depending on the question, if you draw it, it comes the proper shape. Final shape is only this, because you can identify. So this is your straight line area. The cut portion is this. When you hold a cylinder and this portion you take, it will be this is the sectional. This is your sectional view. What is the true shape of the section? Sectional top view and true shape of the section. See, it says front view. Is this a front view? Sectional top view. You bring it down. Sectional top view. And true shape of the section is this. You have true shape and this is the apparent section. So remember, after the cutting edges, when you place the cutting plane according to requirement, it is 50 millimeter, 50 degree inclined to HP, perpendicular to VP. Keep perpendicular to VP, incline it either way with respect to HP. Then you place it, and one condition given, some 15 millimeter. The section plane passes through a point which is 15 millimeter from the top portion on the axis. On the axis you cut it. So wherever the point the section plane cuts, that you bring it down, show it in the true shape, then you shade it. That particular shaded portion is called apparent section also. It is applicable for previous questions, whatever we saw, pyramid or the cube, etc. Then the remaining work is, again, you are just shifting it. What is this? Parallel to this section plane. Okay, you can indicate again. This is your SP section plane. And again, I tell you, section plane is not a continuous line. I told you should show the breakup. The sense, Wherever it is touching the body, I mean in the front view, that you indicate. Other places you show like a, see it will be like this. Like this it is. Can you understand? I hope you can understand. This point, wherever touching you know this point. Remaining you show like a, almost kind of a break line with the breaking different points. So this and indicate with your section plane S and P in your section plane. So this parallel to this section plane you draw another line. Then transfer all the values from your xy line, original xy line. See this is transferring this called x1 y1, it becomes x1 yn. From this you measure all the, with your compass and pencil, measure all the points. If it is 1 and comes under 1, it is 1, 2 is 2, and this whichever you transferred you take. Your markings of A1, B1 and the hidden points, all these holds good as such you have solved in projection of solids, whatever it is. So basically these two shapes are important. I mean first front view and top view, the true shape and the projected view, then you go for sections, right? So this is about a cylinder.